Correct billing and coding is one of the most important aspects of the financial success of a medical practice. Putting the right coder on the job ensures that unclaimed services are not left on the table, and it protects against costly mistakes that can put a practice in harm's way. Hello, I'm Stephanie Jones, and I'd like to introduce Project XTern, brought to you exclusively by the American Academy of Professional Coders, as part of an ongoing commitment to their membership and to the key stakeholders of our medical community. The AAPC and Project XTern recognize that many new coders have acquired the fundamental skills and knowledge necessary to prove a valuable asset to employers. They've completed complex and focused training programs that have provided them with solid skill sets and current information by way of classroom and virtual classroom environments. These new coders seek opportunities to demonstrate what they've learned in a practical setting where they can acquire the necessary hands-on experience to actively seek employment. The majority of accredited schools and career colleges require this type of practical work experience known as externship in order to award a student with a diploma of completion. Externship periods are typically 3 to 4 months unpaid placement on the actual job site. During this time, externs seek to spend at least 60% of their volunteered time working actively on the billing and coding tasks, and the remaining time assisting the job site in supporting tasks. For the formally trained new coder, the name of the game is to
get real experience.
Learn by example.
Excel your career.
I do not feel as though I would have been able to pass my AAPC certification exam without my externship experience. The school was amazing, where it gave me a solid foundation, but I needed the real-world application of what the codes meant and how you use them and what's the proper modifier. And until I had the experience through my externship site, it didn't really click.
The extern site that I was doing had absolutely nothing to do with what I had gone to school for. I think you need to get into, and not just any extern site, one that's actually going to let you have hands-on training with what you went to school for.
It really is important to get that experience. I did apply for many jobs. I faxed. I was doing this every day. I was looking in the papers, online. I was doing everything I could, but found out that without experience, that no coding experience, nobody's gonna hire you.
Just to go to school for 6 months and then kick them out and go, okay, now go get a job is not right. You think when you leave there that you know so much more, and then you get into a place like I have, and you realize that you didn't learn enough.
You need the real-world experience that you gain in an externship site in order to solidify what you learned.
Job sites working with Project Externs enjoy numerous advantages. Externs are formally trained coders. They are members in good standing of the AAPC and have agreed to a code of ethics that ensures high levels of professionalism, integrity, and ethical behavior. Since 1988, the AAPC has been the industry gold standard in certified credentials to medical coders. As AAPC members, externs receive a monthly stream of information on critical topics. This constant delivery of current information is just one of the reasons why certified professional coders are so valuable to employers. The volunteer activities of the extern are typically unpaid and under a waived liability, most often under the umbrella of the extern school program, but may be obtained directly by the extern.
I really didn't understand what the AAPC was about when I was a student. I just knew that it was something I needed to join in order to become certified.
Being a part of the AAPC, I mean, it shows to other employers that I have logic. I know, what it is that I'm talking about.
I'm glad I am a member now.
This is an excellent win-win opportunity for job sites actively seeking to employ coders. Extern periods are typically 90 or more days, giving employers an outstanding opportunity to examine the motivation, trustworthiness, and communication styles of an extern before extending an offer for employment. This, together with standard probation periods, greatly minimizes hiring risks by providing an ability to monitor the best fit of the coder over 180 days or more. Project XTern is fully HIPAA compliant and meets the OIG recommendations for compliance training of medical coders and biller staff prior to or at the commencement of employment. New coders who practically demonstrate their accuracy, skills, and knowledge, and who become certified by the AAPC, are the most likely to maximize reimbursement and minimize risk for their employers. This is because of the AAPC's high standards of excellence and its proven ability to effectively test and credential a coder's ability to code.
You really don't know what you're doing when you're in school. It's just something they tell you to do and you do it for a grade. And when you go to an extern site and you've got your hands on and you're actually doing it, that's when you really begin to understand, and you're putting what you learned in school to what you're going to do in the outside world.
I guess I equate it to when I was in school, I was the dry powder that makes jello, and the school is the water. But the externship is the time it takes to solidify the knowledge.
My mentor has changed how I feel about myself and the confidence that I have now. When I came in, I felt like this was something that I could not do. This was something that was beyond me. But by him constantly pushing me, you know, I have found that so many things in my life has changed. And, you know, that makes all the difference because my whole life has changed because of him.
My boss has given me so much knowledge that, you know, I'll be forever grateful for because I've learned so much here.
The light bulb went off and it was amazing. It was like, oh, okay, this is why we do this.
My life has changed altogether.
The AAPC is proud to sponsor Project XTern as one of the many ways it acknowledges its members and continues to contribute to the needs of the medical coding community. Employers and job sites interested in providing externship opportunities are invited to complete a simple facility agreement form which outlines the responsibility of the job site and the extern. This form can be found on the AAPC website at www.aapc.com. If you have questions about Project XTern or becoming an AAPC student member, please contact us at 1-800-626-CODE. That's 1-800-626-2633. On behalf of the AAPC and Project XTern, I'm Stephanie Jones, and we thank you for your time and attention.